Hello everyone, this is Dr. K. Jagannayaki, Professor in MBA Department, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. So today I would like to discuss with you about methods of demand forecasting. So in the last session we discussed about what is demand forecasting, what are the different levels of demand forecasting, and what are the limitations of demand forecasting. And today, after going through this topic, the learner will be able to understand various methods of demand forecasting. So basically, demand forecasting methods are divided into two, quantitative and qualitative. So let us discuss all the methods of demand forecasting. So already we have some idea. The demand forecasting, it is the art as well as science of predicting the likely demand for a product or service in the future. So this prediction is based on the past behavior patterns and the continuing trends in the present. So whenever you are going for demand forecasting, we used to consider the historical patterns, and based on the present trends, we used to forecast the future. So it is not simply guessing the future demand, but is estimating the demand significantly and objectively. Coming to the methods of demand forecasting, there is no easy or simple formula to forecast the demand. Proper judgment along with the scientific formula is needed to correctly predict the future demand for a product or service. Some methods of demand forecasting are qualitative or survey methods, quantitative or statistical methods. Coming to the survey methods, we have consumer survey, opinion models, Delphi models, nominal group technique. Whereas quantitative or statistical methods include trend projection, barometric method, econometric methods, and other statistical methods used to forecast the demand for future sales. Then coming to the qualitative demand forecasting. So qualitative forecasting means subjective opinions from one or more experts. So the when we are talking about the opinions or perceptions, so people may have different opinions and different perceptions. Whereas coming to quantitative, it is which is dependent on data and analytical techniques. The first one is survey of buyer's choice. So when the demand needs to be forecasted in the short run, let us take 1 year, then the most feasible method is to ask the customers directly that what are they intending to buy in the forthcoming time period. So under this method, potential consumers or customers are directly interviewed, and this survey can be done in any of the following ways. So under buyer survey, and if you want to know the buyer's choice, then there are two different ways of conducting this kind of survey. One is complete enumeration method. So where we used to consider all the potential buyers and we are going to ask about their future purchase plans. And other method is sample survey method. Under this method, a sample of potential buyers are chosen scientifically and only those chosen are interviewed. And third method is end use method. So it is especially used for forecasting the demand of the inputs. So under this method, the final users, that is the consuming industries and other sectors are identified. So the desirable norms of consumption of the product are fixed and targeted output levels are estimated, and these norms are applied to forecast the future demand of the inputs. So it can be said that under this demand, the burden of the demand forecasting is on the buyer, not on the seller. The judgments of the buyers are not completely reliable, and so the seller should take decisions in the light of his judgment also. So the consumer or customer may misguide their demands and may also change their decisions in the future, which in turn may mislead the survey. So this method is suitable when goods are supplied in bulk to industries but not in the case of household customers. So if you are going to supply the goods to the industry, then this is the one of the most appropriate method to the companies. Then second method is collective opinion method. So under this method, the salesperson of a firm predicts the estimated future sales in their region. The individual estimates are aggregated and to calculate the total estimated sales. So these estimates are reviewed in the light of factors like future changes in the selling price, product design, changes in the competition, advertisement campaigns, the purchasing power of consumers, employment opportunities, population, etc. So based on that, we can see there may be changes in demand. The principle underlying this method is that as the salesmen are closest to the consumers, they are most likely to understand the changes in their needs and demand. So they can also easily find out the reasons behind the change in their taste. Therefore, a firm having good sales personnel can utilize their experience to predict the demands. So hence this method is also known as Salesforce opinion or grassroots approach method. However, this method depends on the personal opinions of the sales personnel and is not purely scientific. The third one is barometric method. So this method is based on the past demands of the product and tries to project the past into the future. So whatever they had experienced in the past, the same they are going to present and predict the future forecasting. The economic indicators are used to predict the future trends of the business. So based on the future trends, the demand for the product is forecasted. For example, if you take the index of economic indicators, there are three types of economic indicators: leading indicators, lagging indicators, and coincidental indicators. So the leading indicators are those that move up or down ahead of some other series. Whereas coming to lagging indicators are those that follow a change after some time lag. So lagging means they used to take some kind of time delay between one lag to another. So that gap should be there between one specific time period, one interval to another interval. So that kind of indicators are known as lagging indicators. And third one is the coincidental indicators are those that move up and down simultaneously with the level of economic activities. So barometric techniques means we can find out the changes in the overall economic conditions, and we can also predict the future trends on the basis of the index and tendency of movements of a particular direction, whether the movements they are moving in the same way or they are moving in the opposite direction. The trend projection also we can predict with the help of barometric method. And fourth one is market experiment method. So another method is experiment method. In this method, the demand is forecasted by conducting market studies and experiments on consumer behavior under actual but controlled and market conditions. So certain determinants of demand that can be varied are changed, and the experiments are done keeping other factors constant. And this method is very expensive and time consuming. And next method is expert opinion method. So market experts have explicit knowledge about the factors affecting the demand. So these experts they used to observe the market and they try to analyze the market behavior, how consumers taste and preferences they are changing according to the changes in terms of time and other factors. Their opinion can help in demand forecasting. The Delphi technique, which is developed by Aleph Helmer, is one such method. So under this method, experts are given a series of carefully designed questionnaires and are asked to forecast the demand. So they are also required to give suitable reasons. The opinions are shared with the experts to arrive at a conclusion. And this is the fast and cheapest technique among all the other types of methods available in demand forecasting. And next, quantitative methods, which are also known as statistical methods. The statistical methods is one of the most important methods of demand forecasting, and these are scientific, reliable, and free from biases. The major statistical methods used for demand forecasting are trend projection methods. This method is useful where the organization has a sufficient amount of accumulated past data of the sales. So if you have historical sales data, then this data is arranged chronologically to obtain a time series. So thus the time series depicts the past trend, and on the basis of it, the future market trend can be predicted. So it is assured that the past trend will continue in the future. Thus, on the basis of the predicted future trend, the demand for a product or service is forecasted. Then next, regression analysis, and this method establishes a relationship between the dependent variable and the independent variable. So the quantity demanded is dependent variable, whereas all other demand determinants such as income, price of goods, price of the related goods or substitute goods, income levels, and advertising, future expectations, the taste and preferences, these are all independent variables. So the regression equation is derived assuming the relationship to be linear. So regression equation y is equal to a plus bx, where y is the forecasted demand for a product or service. And time series analysis. So time series consists of four components. So where time series we use to denote, it is a combination of t plus s plus c plus I. So these four components we are going to analyze. One is seasonal fluctuations, the trend, cyclical variations, random variations. So coming to the first one, seasonal variations. So seasonal variations means repeat over a specific period such as a day, week, month, season, etc. And using these seasonal variations also, we can able to forecast the demand. Next, trend. Trend is defined as long-term increase or decrease in the data. So the trend may be linear or non-linear. And next one is cyclical variations. A cyclic pattern exists when the data exhibit rises and falls that are not of fixed period. So the business cycles, if you observe, it's a cyclical process. Every stage it is in recurring mode. The next comes random variation. So that do not fall under any of the above three classifications. So all of a sudden, if something took place randomly, so which cannot be beyond the control of the decision maker, like earthquakes, all of a sudden some kind of political influence, social factors that influence, all those things comes under random variations. And approaches to forecasting into four broad buckets. One is simple moving average, SMA, and exponential smoothing. Also we are going to use to measure the trend, auto-regressive integration moving averages, and neural network based methods such as LSTM. All these methods, they are used to predict the trend using time series analysis. Then demand forecasting smoothing techniques. So data smoothing can be defined as a statistical approach of eliminating outliers from data sets to make the patterns more noticeable. So the random method, simple moving average, random walk theory, simple exponential and exponential moving averages are some of the methods used for data smoothing. So data smoothing can help in identifying trends in businesses, financial securities, and the economy. So these are the most important methods that are used in to find out the trend projections. Either it may be in the business, or if you want to assess financial securities, that can be possible with the help of these smoothing techniques. Thank you.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.